thank you for tapping in with me again today. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Cleveland. So we're gonna do a little update on our outdoor pond right here. So if you haven't seen this pond is DIY, did it myself. Took a little bit of time, but the results was definitely worth the wait. So we have in here about about 7 butterfly koi. That's pretty sick. We have one more that's in quarantine. We'll wait a little bit before we move that one in here. And then we also have in here 5 goldfish. So the goldfish were the goldfish that was inside of our little pond with our Florida soft-shell turtle. So somebody did ask what happened to the goldfish that was in there with Miami. Threw them in here. Didn't want them to turn into food. They could live out their life right here with the koi. So the price tag on this thing is under $1,000. I haven't really just added up how much exactly it cost, but it's under $1,000. That's for sure. So we'll do a little closer little spotlight on these koi in just a moment. We'll talk a little bit about the way I have this thing running. I got the waterfall right there, the skimmer right there, pumps the water to the waterfall, comes on down. Filtration right now is just those two. It's a filter pad in there that has some lava rock as well as another sponge. I have a trash can that I am going to turn into a sump for this pond. This pond right here is maybe about 500 gallons. Eventually, as the fish grow, I will make a bigger pond. I was on a budget when I built this thing. So moving forward, I'm not worried about building this into a bigger pond. I'm actually looking forward to it. The bigger liner that I wanted to get was like almost $1,000 just for the liner. Now for the liner, you want to get a 45 mil liner. You want something thick. You don't want to go 20 mil. You don't want anything that's going to just break down and cause you leaks within 5 years. You know, this is supposed to be 5, 10, years worth of use on this thing. So you want something that's gonna last. Make sure if you're gonna cut corners, it's not on your liner. You don't want to cut corners on that liner at all. Other than that, we have some pond lights in here. I have a big paver. That was a big 2x2 paver stone right there, and I went ahead and filed down the edges so it wouldn't be sharp and damage the fish. Now that's serving as a cave. So sometimes I come out here first thing in the morning, the fish are hiding under the cave. That's basically there for a couple different purposes. To get away from the sun, also in case we have some predators. We do have raccoons around here. That's why I have a little ultrasonic animal repellent, so that will repel like cats, raccoons, skunks, possums, all that stuff. So that works really well. Haven't had any situation yet. So I don't have to cover this thing up with the net that I did buy. I do have a net just in case I do need it. You'll notice that we have the little solar fountain right there. That's pretty cool. I wanted to add some surface water agitation on this side because as the water comes down from the waterfall, it pushes everything that way. And then you can see the little ripples on that side. So we don't have a lot of dead spots. This was pretty much a little dead area because of the flower pot. So now it's no longer a dead area. Besides the little the agitation you see right here, you still see the ripples on that side of the log. It works exactly how I wanted it to work. That is our elephant ear. We brought that elephant ear from the fish room. As you see, your fish room, as you see, we have one little little leaf coming out. Hopefully it does what it's supposed to do. We'll see. What else? Like I said, we have a ton of lights in here. We probably have about 9 lights in here. You might have seen the little shorts or whatever. They go from red, blue, green, yellow, etc., purple. So it looks really good at nighttime. All the lights around it, solar powered lights. So we don't want to have any. We wasn't trying to make this very expensive, So right now, the only thing that's charged that we have plugged into the outlet is just a pump that runs the waterfall and the skimmer. It's all one system. So just one outlet right now. When we plug in that filter right there, that's only 2. Now, as you know, ponds can be expensive to run, especially if you don't have solar. Whether it be the lights, the filter, the waterfalls, all that could end up costing a ton and adding to that bill. So we wanted to make sure that this is very costless. And that's how it is. Everything is solar, like I said, aside from just that one pump that's running that waterfall and pulling the debris into that skimmer. What else? The rock work was free 50. You can't beat that. A whole bunch of river pebbles all around the exterior, interior. We have some bigger stones right there. And then we decided to go with the white rock. Now the white rock makes it look, some people will say it don't look natural, but if you look around, there's literally cinder blocks around the whole pond. So it already don't look as natural as that it would look if we didn't have that. So the white rock makes everything pop. You might not realize it right now, only because you're already enjoying it and looking at it. But if I would have went with more of the same warm tones, the browns, the grays, rocks all around the outside, you wouldn't appreciate the way that some of these rocks are butted up against the white stone. You wouldn't appreciate the color of the driftwood that we've used. You wouldn't appreciate the color of the flowers because it would kind of all blend in together. Now, that's just a personal choice. That's just what we like. That's just what we wanted to do. And I just wanted to give you all an example of something different than what you might be accustomed to seeing. So you could do this. You could do everything in between. You go very natural. You could go something like this. Like I said, anything in between. It's really up to you. So it was essential to make sure we cover up the waterfall so debris don't fall inside of the waterfall and just roll down into the pond. That right there is also a paver. They sell those at Home Depot. So it looks like they made it look like a rock. That was like, I think it's like $11. Definitely worth it. So let's go ahead and feed some koi. I think I've talked enough. We'll see if they're gonna eat. Usually I feed them from this side and just toss it on in. There we go. Come on up. And you'd be surprised that we're not running no kind of UV sterilizer or anything on this pond. Water is crystal freaking clear. Eventually, I'm pretty sure I will have to get a little UV filter on it. We'll see. We'll definitely see. It's algae for sure growing on some of the rocks. That's why it has like a little green tint to it. But the water, as you could tell, it's, I don't hate to keep on saying crystal clear. You know what it is. But yeah, so the butterfly koi that we selected are very beautiful. We wanted to switch up the colorations. We wanted to get some variety. There are a little select few more koi that I do want to get, maybe another three or four. And you'll just have to wait to see what koi we select. I'm not going to give it up. Other than that, that's our koi pond. Oh yeah, so if they don't eat that food, then I just scoop it out. I don't let it sit in there. I don't let it go into the skimmer and just rot. Whatever they don't eat, I pull it right on out. And it's really cold. It's really cold. So when it's like really cold, like in the winter, koi go a little dormant. Sometimes they don't even have to eat. So their metabolism slow down a lot when they get cold. So even though it's looking sunny out here, this water's really cold. So like I said, we'll see if they'll eat that. I'll give them another, looks like they're coming up. It might be because we're just standing on the side of the pond and they're getting a little nervous. But I'll give them about 5 minutes or so while we're watching them. That one is really nice with the white and the orange. And we got all these koi from Koi Enterprise. They're in Sacramento, California. If you want some koi, I'll make sure I add their information down below in the description. They do ship all over the world. So if you're looking for some koi, Koi Enterprise have them for you. But yeah, so that's about it. I just wanted to give you all an update on this pond. Go through the ins and outs. And yeah, this thing has been such a pleasure to keep. We could watch it from the living room window. We hear the waterfall. We're always able to just look out and make sure that the koi are doing good. Perfect location, perfect location. And when we're in the yard, we can't help but to just stand here and just look at our fish. So like I said, for under a grand, it was a game changer. It was a life changer, and it's something that we will continue to enjoy for the years to come. That being said, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you're inspired by something. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let you know whenever I upload. And everybody, if you like the video, you know what to do. Catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, y'all, so we almost at 20K. We almost at 20K. I appreciate you all. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, share the content, help us get to that 20K. Also, follow us over on TFC with me on TikTok and YouTube. That is our other channel, behind the scenes. You get to see all the behind the scenes content. Aida's in charge of that one. She's been doing a wonderful job getting ahead of me. So if you want to get ahead of me too, you got to follow over there. But again, I appreciate you all. Let's get to that 20K. Have a good one. Peace.